magiro ya faɗa ne, na hana ɗan tantar batete ya faɗa ne, amma ni a matsayina musulmi, Muslim, sha'a man sha'a au aba. Kuma da ka kuke ganin gwani na Ahmad Bola Tinubu wanda ya ɗaga tutar siyasarsu ya mata kirare da Muslim. Na ce ina ɗaya daga cikin masu ɗaga tutar musulunci in kira jama'a ku taho mu yi Muslim. Na sani cewa
when we tell you that the federal government is associated with, Muslim-dominated North. I repeat, the federal government of Nigeria, not only under Tinubu, from the beginning since 1960, is always associated with Muslim-dominated North, intentionally by the British government. You have listened to that video. That video you've just watched now, where you saw a sitting governor of Kano State speaking to his friend, laughing, enjoying, where Yahya, an Islamic cleric, I don't even want to know his name, but you have seen this man in the video. I want to tell you the significance. Enjoying, where he stated that Nigeria is a Muslim ticket, and he is going to support a president. And of course, we are going to support a president who not only support Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who not only supports the Islamization of Nigeria, but also export that ideology to the United States of America. It means Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the federal government we are talking about, also sponsors Islamization in America. How? Through scholarships. And I want to come to that, but I want you to look at the protection of Christian Biafran identity. We are not joking. This is one of the reasons why I told you that it is not extremely about the Eastern governors. I say it is not extremely about the Eastern governors or about what Odumegwu Ojukwu saw, or about what Nnamdikanu came up with, radically, to dismantle and to create a consciousness about the Christian Biafra identity. The North are not happy. And I keep on saying it, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Muslim tickets, coming back again, second term, Muslim ticket. You can see the cleric, that he has been part, he said the Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been part of the support to Islamize Nigeria. And anybody who is not comfortable with it should go to hell. Who is not comfortable with it? Of course, you should know. In Nigeria, we are not Muslims. Biafrans have Christian identity from the beginning, even before the colonial masters came. When Islam came to Africa, West Africa, 11th to 14th century, it has a specialist agenda. They keep on building on it. And I'm telling you, it is systematic. These guys, they have done a lot of research on it. It is not funny. Declaring that Nigeria is a Muslim nation. Yes. A nation that was saw very clearly that has 100% or 99% of the constitution of this country was centered on Sharia code. We started in 1999 in Zamfara State. Became a constitution adopted secretly, covered pretentiously. That was how it happened. Let me tell you why the Britain did not crush the Emirates Empire till today. Because they wanted a crisis, a time that something like this will happen. And it was not just barely 6-7 years later, the bubble burst between the Biafran Christian and the Muslim Nigerian. That is just what the problem is. They want to crush the identity, the Christian Biafran identity. And that was what it's all about. Then the Sharia code began in 1999. The Islam developed, one manner of strategy through sponsorship of political players in the old Eastern Nigeria till this moment. And when nnamdikanu came up to question the expansionist political agenda, imagine if it's a mistake, I don't know, or the God just decided to expose Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They are no longer moderating it. A Muslim president and a Christian president, like you have seen. Where is it that it is starting from the West that we are seeing a repeat of Muslim ticket? And I told you that's one of the reasons why nnamdikanu is where he is today. Because the consciousness nnamdikanu actually created has weakened and impacted a lot of consciousness that a lot of people are pretending. So what they normally do now is that, because they are in charge of the resources, and that's one of the problems I have with these people that don't have classification. They call themselves Nigeriadiaspora, and they don't know what is coming. All these leaders, you are seeing them in the Senate, without the crude oil, without the resources from that place that they are extracting to themselves. Imagine the Sultan of Sokoto using it to sponsor politicians from the Biafran land with Christian identity to keep quiet, even though they know the mission. Why Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you're a Yoruba man and an extremist, North came together and brought a man, an Islamic cleric, to the podium to tell the whole world that Nigeria is an Islamic nation. And anybody that dares this Muslim ticket, I even went as far as telling the whole world that the Muslims will continue to dominate. You see the consciousness, because it looked like the Muslim ticket was an immortalization of the superiority of the Islamic conquest on Christian identity and population. But let me tell you what is going to happen. Because the problem now, when they are making, if Nigeria is an Islamic nation, or they don't have ulterior plan, or they have at least 99% conquest, they wouldn't be telling you. But they have looked at it very well. Christian Biafra identity is a threat. Forget the Yorubas. The Yoruba man can come under any this identity as long as he does not care. We started democracy in the world. The Igbo people started democracy in the world because we don't have a centralized leader. That is democracy. People are traditionally Christians, even though the name came and was given to them. But the fact remains that the Biafran question under Ojukwu was a declaration of an identity associated with the people of Biafra. There's a historical connection between Islamic religion and the Biafran declaration. Yes, I tell you that. If you look inwards, even before the war, you saw Sir Ahmad Bello threatening the Igbo dominance in the north. He is not threatening, that is not what he's saying. What he's saying is this, like the man you saw that said Christians are infidels in Nigeria. I know when they say an infidel, they are not allowed to take position anywhere within the federal structure, talk less of becoming a president. Remember, it was the position of Kwankwaso in 2023 election, that if he becomes a vice to Peter Obi, they will stone him to death. Do you know from that narrative, Atiku's agenda becomes suspicious? But do you know why they will not survive? Nnamdikanu was 1,000 miles ahead of them. This was the guy that cracked and smashed. Because they looked at it. It will be very difficult for Christian Biafrans to be invaded just with political materials and political conquest as fast as they could, because before the consciousness and awareness spread, the only thing they needed to do privately, secretly, this was happening immediately after the Nigerian Biafra war, is to carry an armed struggle systematically against them. The Middle Belt is multi-religious. Yes. The North is extremely dominated by the Hausa Muslims who are loyal to a caliphate hiding under Islam as Sokoto, Gobi. That was what it was called before it was changed to Gobi. It was called Gobi, Sokoto. And that is where nnamdikanu is. Few kilometers to where the Sultan of Sokoto Palace is, kept or built or placed. That's where they kept nnamdikanu. The Igbo leaders are silent. We can be silent. Really? Even with this, I do not blame them. Who is going to stand? When they are using weapons of scholarship, they give Biafrans scholarships to go and come back and declare Islam. They sponsor our political structures under Nigeria. They share the wealth of Biafrans among loyalists like Tombolo and Asaredo Kubo. Convert them to Islam And their mission, if you see some of them too who are doing podcasts, who are calling, go and check their background very well, who are threatening mass nnamdikanu here and there. Go out there, they have started enjoying the Arab dollars, crude oil money. Because they give you something you can never reject. But let me just tell you today, Nigeria will never survive to witness Christian Biafrans collapse under Islam. They prefer to Islamize. They have looked at it. The ways it looks as if it's not the problem. Look at the kind of praise this man was praising Bola Ahmed Tinubu for sponsoring Islamization. Maybe he didn't know when he said it. To an extent, exporting it to America. I tell you, the CIA and the FBI and of course the Mossad have taken note of that. If it's to be another tribe, an Igbo man from eastern region, he would have been facing the court or arrest or threats. But the fact is that, why is it that the Yorubas are not attacking these people? But it's recently good. Yes, they are pretentious about their own republic. And anybody should come around and start talking about Yoruba Republic, please. Yorubas looks as if they are part of the Islamization agenda. And their own acceptance of Islam is targeted on conquering the identity of Christian Biafrans. That is with the exposure, what you have seen. But the world have taken note. Biafrans are not sleeping all over the world. If I tell you the number of people who has made up the structure of the Biafran restoration, Nigeria is not much to them. They got everything. And I can tell you, since they said that we Biafrans, we must accept Islam, that Nigeria is an Islamic nation. That is what the man is saying. And the governor of Kano State, you can see the jubilation among them. It was a setup. Tell them what it is. But lastly, it's a direct message to Biafrans. We cannot lose our Christian identity to unambitious people who are threatening the global world. You can see the position of America today. Look at what is happening in UK. It is only Israel that is fierce and are fighting back. Thank you.